How you feeling?
I'm good. Everything should be good, A little pain, but everything's great.
Is that kind of where it is right now? It's a pain tolerance versus, limiting thing, or where is it kind of?
Nah, it's pretty much like how I'm moving right now because I went out there with Brett, did a little rehab on the field today. It basically just trying to see, how I am moving full speed. I kind of jogged today and everything was good, so we just taking it day by day.
How painful is this fact that you're not on the field for you?
Oh, I say 9 out of 10. You feel me? Everybody want to go out there and show what they can do. So, but then the day, I'm glad the young guys doing what they doing. My boy Flo went out there having a great day. So hopefully he'll do it again this week.
Yeah, how much fun was that to watch him break out like that, set a career high, and do what he did?
Oh, it was fun. I mean, Flo, man, he's one of those guys. Don't talk. Don't say too much. Every time his number call, he go out there and perform. So I'm happy he always keep his head down, don't say too much, and always go out and perform. I'm happy for him.
And what's it like watching George Pickens? He just seems so happy every week. He's already got a career high for touchdown catches this season.
I just say, man, with him, man, he bring the energy, man. He everybody say he this type of guy, but I say he a goofy guy, man. He always smiling, always want to make sure everybody else smiling. So that's my guy. We always try to make everybody smile in the building.
How did you figure out your handshake with him?
We just did some stuff in training camp, just messing around. And somehow it kind of worked, and we did the Georgia shut up and like the Louisiana kind of dance, kind of put both of them in there, so that's how it worked.
He said he's got like 40 different handshakes. Are you impressed he's able to remember?
Nah, handshake's kind of different, man. It ain't too hard to remember. Once you do it 2 or 3 times, it's kind of muscle memory then.
Is Sunday a possibility for you?
No, probably not. I'll probably come back, probably Washington week. That's the goal that everybody lean on to.
When this offense is getting guys at career highs like KaVontae and Flo, and you're seeing all this interchangeable stuff, how much confidence does that build for you guys in the coaching staff and Dak and the quarterback and just kind of making those things happen?
I just say, man, it builds confidence with everybody. I feel like everybody buying in. Just like you're saying, next man up. Flo went out here and did this thing. Javonte kept doing this thing. So every other week, I just say, man, it just show you that everybody buying into what shot going in offense. And once we get the defense going in like they played last week, we gonna be a pressure team.
Can you see how much a productive run game helps Dak and everything he does?
Oh, yeah, anything. I feel like, run game, quick game. I feel like everything going to help anything, especially if you got the run game in the field. You got to be able to run the ball. So I feel like no matter where you should be able to run the ball. And I feel like Dak doing, at MVP caliber right now.
But, the way the run game was struggling early last year, if you're without you, if you're without CD, do you think Dak would be able to do what he's doing now if you didn't have that run game?
I can't really tell you that, things, it's a new year, you feel me? So I say now, I'm going on how we playing this year, you feel me? So I say Javonte doing this thing, and I feel like it's helping Dak, why Dak having a MVP year.
Are you surprised to see Rico with the buckle up comment?
No. At the same time, I feel like, everybody should talk their stuff, you feel me? And I feel like, Rico was here last year, and I feel like he ready for us he ready to go against us. So I don't feel like that's a bad comment or anything. I feel like they should be ready, you feel me? So I'm happy he feel like that.
Do you feel like you understand his motivation?
Yeah, I understand that at all because he was here the last 5 years, and I feel like this the team that he finna go against. I feel like he wanna show us something. So I'm happy he feeling like that.
You share a locker next to Javonte. He seems so nice to us and kind of quiet, but he's so physical in the games.
Mm-hmm.
How does that dynamic look for you in terms of how physical he is?
I try. I'm a little guy, but I try to run like him when I got the ball. That's exciting. You feel me? Just he not too big and he be out there running through guys. So when I see that hype me up and they make me want to go. You feel me? Give me the ball. Let me run through somebody. So I feel like that's how everybody go though. You feel me? Just seeing him the way he run.
You see a switch flip with him?
Always. He a quiet guy, but he get on that field. It's like he the Terminator. You feel me? He turned to like that metal stuff. You feel me? Like it's hard to get him.
Could you tell this was coming back in camp, just the way he was practicing?
Nah, not really. I ain't even gonna count. You feel me? Nah, I ain't see that. Cause we not really tackling. We just thumping. You feel me? Cause you can't really see guys taking guys down. But I knew he was gonna run hard. I didn't know he was just gonna be running through guys like the way he is though. Appreciate y'all.
What are the strengths of this linebacking core?
Getting downhill, make sure everybody, get lined up, and then just making plays. Flying around, I think we got a good group. Just trying to keep everybody on the same page, and then just go out there and communicate at a high level, and then make tackles, make plays.
Before last game, Shoddy wanted you guys to force fumbles, and you did.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the amount of turnovers you guys are creating?
No. We definitely know there's more on the table for us, and so I think we'll focus on being able to create more takeaways for the offense and get the ball back to them. And so, yeah, that's definitely an emphasis for us this week, is just trying to get the ball back to them as much as possible.
Are you satisfied with where you're at in the season?
I think it's been good so far. Never really satisfied. Always trying to get better. I think for me, I'm just trying to continue to just stack, and just continue to just go out there and just put my best foot forward. I think it's definitely a lot more to come, a lot more season. So I'm looking forward to that. Being able to make a lot more plays. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been good so far. Pretty healthy for the most part, which is a blessing. So just trying to continue to stack.
Rico Dowdle's comments about buckling up, did that make the locker room, and your thoughts on that comment?
I mean, yeah, no, we definitely heard about it. We'll see on Sunday. That's all I gotta say about it.
With Rico and what kind of guy coming off 200 yards, that they're gonna try and ride the same thing.
I mean, who knows? We'll see on Sunday. But I mean, obviously, he's a back that he had a good game last game. Rushed for 200-some yards, and so I think for us, it's going to be important for us to just hone in on our keys, hone in on playing run defense as a unit, and just going out there and just flying around. So, obviously, everybody's asking the question about the comments and the things that he said. Obviously he was a player that was here before, and so we'll leave it up to Sunday and see what happens.
5 games in now, how can you describe for people just that process to get comfortable and how you've gotten more comfortable over time?
I mean, yes, it's an ongoing process. It's always an ongoing process. I think you just continue to just try to get better, and try to see things faster, try to see things cleaner, and just continue to just go out there and fly around. I think, making the transition over to Mike this week and last week, majority of the game last week, seeing things a little bit differently from traditionally what I see at Will. And so just trying to just go out there and just, have a clean process with the things that I see with my eyes and just go out there and play fast. So I think, I did that last week, and I'm trying to continue to do that this week.
For the unit, with trying to click with Fluke's system, what he wants to do, there's been so much talk about man and zone.
Right.
Were there some moments in New York where you saw certain things click that were really kind of reassuring?
Yeah, I think collectively we play really well in terms of rushing coverage. I think, we were able to kind of see the coverage come together and then give the D-line another tick, a second to get to the quarterback. And so, it's always, the rush working with the coverage and, both of those things working together. And so I think, we were able to see some positive things in New York. But I think for us, it's a lot of stuff that we still need to clean up and still need to grow on to beat that defense that we want to be.
And you're in the middle of that. Can you feel confidence as it's growing?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like, we're taking the right steps. I think, we have this saying that, we only have what's on the grass in pertains to, what we do on the practice field. And so we really have been taking that extremely, important as to how we prepare for these games and just going out there and practicing the right way, putting our best foot forward every day. And so, yeah, you're seeing some good things on Sunday, but we got to keep it up.
What we say?
Rico, when he said, you guys buckle up this week.
What they say, that's for the head. A hard head make a soft ass. Wait, no, that's not the saying. Oh, we just don't talk. We're just gonna see. I guess, yeah.
Does that feel a little disrespectful?
No, Rico good. Like, he's a good running back, but what he did, 260, we ain't going. I'll just say we ain't going.
I mean, Shotty said you guys would be ready. He said we buckle up.
Yeah, we buckled up, car seat. We all that. We ready.
Are you surprised to hear that from him? I mean,
No. No, y'all don't know Rico. Rico played here since I got here. I think this is my first year playing without him. Rico, that's Rico. So, yeah. And he back it up. I ain't gonna lie. But it's gonna be a tough one.
Pass rush really came alive against the Jets. What do you think about this time around to get
home? I just feel like we like the last interview I said we just got on one page, and you could tell with the pass rush, with the communication from the backfield to the trenches, we was all on one page and was ready to go.
You guys have had good success getting the Price in. I think 6 sacks, 7 sacks in the last 2 games. What has kind of led to that?
Just communication, knowing when it's pass and run, formations. I don't know. It's just like we just click. You know, like the extra meetings, the meetings together. It's working. So I feel like we just keep doing that, and more is gonna come.
Sam, how has Shoddy maybe kept the confidence of the team up, just the different units up, just based on all the ups and downs that you guys have had so far?
One thing about Shoddy, he don't change, and that's the most thing. Like that's the thing we like about him, the consistency, because he always tells us we got to compete, and you know we go out there and compete. Every game we compete.
It's unusual to prepare for a quarterback that's not in your division. 3 years in a row, the Cowboys are playing at Carolina. Where have you seen the most growth in Ross's game? Is he first year? He says
I don't know the growth. I don't watch him. I played against him in college, and I signed him in Alabama, but that's about it. But I don't really watch him like the growth. I wouldn't say, but I watched like the past season and the past games. I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry.
How important is it for you guys to stack another win on top of what you've got?
I feel like every win is important. Another win, 3 wins, all the wins. I just feel like that's our plan. Just keep stacking. Appreciate it.
To the game, just about his path, always staying ready.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, so we had a conversation at dinner, and honestly, I've been nitpicking, Dak's brain a little bit, just because I see how much of a great leader he is every single day, and what he does on a daily basis. So, I've just been, asking him questions and stuff, and he honestly just hit me with, you just gotta trust yourself and trust your capabilities, and once you get in, when your name's called, you just gotta make it count, and once your opportunity comes. There's a lot of politics and where people go in this business, but once you get plugged in, you just got to stay plugged in. And he's been great. He's given me a lot of insight, just mentally and spiritually. We were actually talking about this one quote, just talking about his journey and everything, and then it got brought up in chapel Saturday night before the game. So it's been pretty cool, and he's been a great leader.